name or family name, and my name is Mikhail or just Michael. You can call me
Okay,
Mike.
I can call you Mikhail. Um, is that right, Mikhail?
Yes, yes, Miguel, yes.
Okay, Mikhail, where are you from?
I am from Russia and currently I'm living in China.
Nice. And how do you like China?
I like it greatly because Chinese was my major, so I've been connected with China almost for 20 years, and so surely I like it.
Okay, nice. So maybe we could say I like it a lot.
Yeah, I like it a
Maybe.
lot. Yeah, really.
Yeah, but good. Awesome. And Mikhail, are those your children?
Yeah, these are my children, daughter and son. Really.
Nice. Okay. What are their names and how old are they?
Their daughter is 4 years old, and her name's Olga, and son is 3 years old, and he's Ilya.
Okay. Nice. And also, Vitali, how's it going?
I'm well. I'm well. It's it's very funny. Previous classes was.
Nice. I'm glad you liked it. I really liked the comic that we
I'm
read.
sure.
That was probably one of
Oh,
my favorites. Um, all right. But Vitali, what are your plans for this weekend? What are you gonna do?
I'll in this weekend in Russia will be the sun eclipse, and I want to see this soon.
Okay. I thought the eclipse was last night, or
Because
well, yes.
because I'm lying. Okay.
Pardon?
Nothing.
Okay. All right. Um. All right. Well, Hederman, what about you? Welcome to class. How's it going?
Long time.
Yeah, it's been a while. Um. So, what are your plans for the weekend, Hederman?
Tonight I'm going to a party with my girlfriend and some friends, and tomorrow maybe
Okay.
a barbecue.
Nice. Sounds pretty good. Um, okay. And we've also got Julieta. Welcome back to class. Julieta, how's it going?
It's going well, thank you.
Nice. Good to see you. Um, yeah, how's your day so far, Julieta?
Good day.
All right. Any plans for the weekend?
No, I don't have.
Yeah, and thank you for the videos too. That was really cool. I've been listening to Beethoven all morning.
Okay. Sorry for the mistakes because I saw two mistakes at least, and but it was too late.
That's okay. It's not a problem. Especially if just like writing like that, it doesn't have to be perfect at all.
Okay.
All right. And Miguel, welcome to class. Miguel, how's it going?
Hello, teacher. Good afternoon. I'm fine. And you?
I'm doing really well. Thanks for asking. Um, and Miguel, what about you? What are your plans for the weekend?
Read a book.
Okay. Um, read a book. So just because that's a little bit awkward as far as a complete sentence, maybe like I plan to read a book, or I'm gonna read a book, uh, or this weekend I'll be reading a book. What book are you reading?
Um, is Haruki author is Haruki Murakami. Um, Colorless Sukuru Tasaki and his years of pilgrimage.
Interesting. Is it a new book?
Is have 1 year. Is from 2014.
Okay. And how is it? I've read a lot of his books and I like them mostly. How do you like this one?
Yes, yeah, it's interesting. It's the first book that I read about Haruki Murakami.
Okay. Yeah, is it really, really long or is it a little bit shorter?
I think that is short.
IQ 81 Q80 book I think I've ever read is ridiculous. But cool, that sounds like an interesting one. Bacho, welcome to class. Bacho, how's it going?
Thank you, I'm fine. How are you?
Doing really well, thanks for asking. And Bacho, what have you done today?
Today, I was working all day, and in the evening I drink some beer with my friends. And now I'm I'm not drunk now.
Okay, so you're not drunk now?
Oh no, I'm not.
Okay, well that's good. Probably will help your English. Okay, and welcome to class. And Yusuf, welcome to class. Yusuf, how's it going?
Yes, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing really well. Thanks for asking. It's been a little bit of time since I've seen you. Yeah, Yusuf, what did you do today?
Actually, today, Friday, we are off. No work. Our weekend is starting from Friday and Saturday. So just relax, sleep, watching TV. That's it. Learning English.
Nice. Sounds like a pretty good day. All right. And let's get started with today's class. Talk about. I think you did that last time, actually. Bacho, can you read the title in the next 2 lines?
Today we will learn travel vocabulary. Discuss traveling to different countries. Talk about how to use public transportation.
Nice. Good. And Bacho, can you read the title here?
Discuss.
And the next line?
Discuss the question with your classmates.
Good. And questions. Questions.
Questions, yeah.
Good. And can you ask Anna the first question?
Do you like to travel? Who or why not?
Yes, I like to travel because you know different places in your country or abroad. You feel relaxed when you are visiting the city. Seeing the different monuments or museums or something like that. You rest a little because you feel tired of work all year.
Okay.
I like to travel because you can know.
You can get to know.
Okay. You can get to know different places in your country or abroad. You feel relaxed when you are visiting the city, the different monuments or museums or something like that. You rest a little because you feel tired to work.
Maybe you feel tired of working.
Of working all year.
Good. I think that's a really good one. All right.
Okay.
And Anna, can you ask Yusuf the next question?
Okay. What is the best place you have traveled to? Why did you like it?
Well, the question for me, right?
Yeah, Yusuf.
Okay. Actually, I can't say the best place because I have been in Malaysia. I had been in Egypt, Dubai. So these countries, there is from country to country there is some difference. I mean, in Malaysia, the people there, they are always smiling. They are very hospitality. The weather was very very nice. In Egypt, also the people was very kind, and the place itself, because we are Arab and so we love Egypt. يعني from the history, we are the place, Dubai itself, it was organized, and everything is there, all the brands, if you want shopping. I had training actually in Dubai time, so we cannot say the best, because always يعني almost was okay, and I was very happy being there.
Okay, I can say the best because all of them were okay.
Yes.
And I was very happy being there. Nice. I think that's good.
Yeah. And this year, I have plan for to visit Europe. Later we'll share together.
Nice. Maybe we could say this year I'm planning on visiting Europe. This year I am planning on visiting Europe. Or
Yeah,
you could also say this year.
That's better.
And that would work too. So either of those would sound a little bit better, but I think you did a good job. Yusuf, can you ask Vitali the next question?
Yes. What is the strongest place you have traveled to? Why was it so strong? Oh, strange. Sorry, strange.
Good.
What is the strangest place you have traveled to? Why was it so strange?
Okay. The last summer I traveled to Bermuda Triangle, flying over my airplane with my dog.
Okay. So last summer, we wouldn't use the article. So last summer I traveled to the Bermuda Triangle. That's where we had the article. You flew over it with your dog?
And we have crashed to the ocean, into the ocean. We saved by marine, or the captain. There's one wooden leg and the parrot on his neck.
We were saved by a captain with wooden leg and a parrot on his neck. On his shoulder, maybe?
Yes, this is I was to say. That's what I like to say.
Good. All right. Nice. That would be a pretty strange experience, I'm sure. Maybe you could even add like a pirate captain with a wooden leg.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Miguel. What about you? What's the strangest place you've ever traveled to, and why was it so strange?
Strangest place. Oh, in my country, I have been to a state Portuguesa. This is a state of my country, and it's very, very strange. The people seem every time is hungry.
People are always hungry?
Yes, angry, angry.
Weird. Okay. So do they eat all the time?
You think?
Do they eat all the time? Do people just eat all the time?
Yes, the people is very strange. I don't like this place.
We'd say the people are very strange.
Are very strange. Yes.
All right. And you don't like that place. All right. Yeah, that sounds odd. I have to do a little bit more research into that. Maybe one more, Giulietta. What about you? What's the strangest place you've ever been?
The strangest place I have traveled to, I have been to, is in Italy, and is a place close to the sea, and it is an island, but it's a little island with just 3 palm trees on it. And the strange thing is that the seabed is made by spikes, and the island was kind of made by rubber. So I had a knife, and I was able to cut it like rubber.
Okay. The island is made of rubber? Or
Seems
something?
rubber. Yes, something like rubber.
And I was able to cut it like... Interesting.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, someone did a barbecue on it because there were ash. I don't know.
Because they were what?
There were ash, like the rest,
Okay.
I don't know,
Ashes.
ashes.
Someone had a fire. Good. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty strange place too. Okay. Yeah, really good job, guys. Let's go on to the next page, and let's have Herman. Can you read the title and the words?
Okay. Vocabulary. Read the words. Ask about any you don't know. Check in. Break down. Ferry. Hostel. Hotel. Round trip. Baggage. Metro. Hitchhike.
A really good job. So we have hostel and hotel.
Okay. Hostel. Hotel.
Yeah, hotel.
Hotel.
Good. Okay. And does anybody have any questions about any of these words?
I don't know word ferry.
Okay, you don't know the word ferry. What's a ferry? Does anybody know?
It's a
small
kind
ship?
of boat, a kind of boat used for transporting people.
Yeah. Used for people and cars.
And cars, yeah.
Usually it's like across a gulf or a river or something like that. Short distance. Yeah, that's what a ferry is. Any other questions?
What's a hitchhike?
Okay. Who knows what it means to hitchhike? What's to hitchhike?
Is it just to catch a car, for example, on the road?
Yeah, so to
Ah, okay, I guessed.
Yeah.
Hitchhike.
So if we look at the picture, this person is hitchhiking.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
It's not common in China.
It's not common in China?
No, not at all.
Yeah, okay. Interesting. And Hostel, like the movie, Miguel asks, yeah, I think Hostel, the movie, is kind of a pun on hostel. So it's a homophone for hostel, and so they're staying in like a hostel. Yeah. So it's like a hostel. Who can explain what's a hostel?
Hostel is a cheap hotel.
Yeah. Pretty much a cheap hotel with dorm rooms.
It's a place to stay at, much cheaper than a hotel, and usually there are several persons, usually 4 to perhaps 8 or 10 in one room, and sometimes there are mixture of men and women, sometimes so.
Exactly, Liz. And so the movie it's about one of these cheap hotels that is not a good place, pretty much. At least that's my what I've heard about the movie. I've never seen it, so I don't really know. But I think that's what it's about.
Yes, the movie is about a cheap hotel. But
Okay. Yeah. And good. Any other questions here?
So, is it common to use baggage or luggage?
Both are the same, really. Luggage, baggage. Yeah, pretty much the same stuff. Maybe luggage might be more common.
Might be more common. It's more American English, I think.
Yeah, probably more American English would be luggage. Your bags, your baggage, your luggage. Yeah, it's all the same. Any other questions? Okay. Skip that. Skip that to... Let's do some reading. And Carlos, welcome to class. Carlos, how's it going?
Hi, teacher. I'm doing great, thank you.
Nice, good to hear. And let's have... Who is it? Mikhail. Can you read the title and the first little part?
Okay, top travel destinations. Corsica, story from National Geographic. Napoleon's soulful island home. 200 years after Napoleon Bonaparte, yeah?
Yeah, Bonaparte.
So Bonaparte, okay, suffered his final military defeat. Corsica, his birthplace, stubbornly resists its own cultural Waterloo. Though this Mediterranean island has deep historic ties to Italy and has been part of France since 1769, its 300,000 inhabitants retain a fierce pride in their own unique culture, including the proverb-rich Corsican tongue. But to keep that birthright vibrant in the face of tourism and its homogenizing effects, their battle remains constant.
Nicely done. Sorry, yeah, Mikhail, homogenizing.
Homogenizing, oh, okay, homogenizing.
Yeah, so homogenizing. Homogenizing.
Homogenizing, okay, thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, that was really good. You did a great job reading. Bacho, can you read this next part?
Fortunately, most of the island's 3 million annual visitors come from the undeniable pleasures of the coast for the thrill of visiting historical La Maison Bonaparte in the city of Ajaccio, all of which leaves the island's mountains interior largely
Have I lost you, Bacho?
places. Jean Sebastian Orsini, director of a traditional Corsican polyphonic choir, Choi in the uh, foothill town of Kalanzana.
Yeah, good. I did not hear you say this. Can you repeat that part?
Largely untouched. Go inland and you will find the soul of Corsica. Advises Jean Sebastian Orsini, director of a traditional Corsican polyphonic choir.
Okay, good. So we're looking at the first, or the last one would be choir. Choir. Can you repeat choir?
Choir.
Yeah, choir. It's a tricky one. And then mountainous. Mountainous. Sorry, can you repeat mountainous?
Mountainous.
And then the islands.
Islands.
Yeah.
Can you explain this word?
The islands?
Yeah, islands.
The pronunciation is just kind of different.
Right. And choir. Choir, yeah.
Okay, yeah, choir again, the pronunciation doesn't really look like the way it sounds. A choir is just a group of singers, and an island is a body of land that is surrounded by water, and in this case it is possessive.
Yeah. Mountains. Yeah, it's mountains.
Mountainous. And then leaves. Leaves. Can you repeat leaves?
Leaves.
Good. Okay. And I think we're good. Let's have Anna. Can you read the last part?
Yes. Olive groves and quiet village dot the slopes and isolate valleys of the interior. Vast swaths of which are protected by the park and national regionally decors, which covers more than 40% of the island. Hiking trails, lace forests of oak and pine. In the village here, you encounter Corsicans who still feel passionately the adage una lingua si cessa, un popolo si mor, a language is silence, a people die.
Good. Okay. The adage.
Sorry, what word is that?
Adage.
Adage.
Passionately.
Passionate. I don't know. Can you repeat, please?
Yeah. Passionately. Passionately.
Yes. Passionately.
Sorry, I lost you for a second. Can you repeat that one more time?
Passionately.
Yeah, passionately. Passionately.
Passionately.
Then, yeah, try. It sounds like you're saying patch.
Patch.
We want to say pash. Pash.
Okay, pash. Passionately.
That sounds better. Good. And then villages.
Villages. Villages.
Isolated. Oh, actually, swaths. Swaths.
Isolated. Swath.
Good. And then villages again. Did good. Okay, nice.
Okay.
So let's look at these 3 paragraphs. Does anybody have any questions about any of the words in these 3 paragraphs?
Yes, I have a question. What does swath means?
Okay. And does anybody know? Can anybody define what swath means? Any ideas?
Perhaps wilderness?
Not quite. So swath is like a broad area of something. Like a swath of land would be like a large section or strip of land.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of like section and strip combined would be a swath. So if you accidentally cut off a swath of your hair, you have like this big strip of hairlessness that just is not good. Yeah. Any other questions?
What mean isolated?
Okay. So you said what means isolated?
Yes.
We need to reword that question. So we need an auxiliary verb for the question. So how do we reword that? Instead of saying what means isolated,
Oh, no.
what do we say? Does anybody have any ideas?
Yes, isolated, just something that does not have connections with the outer world.
Okay, yeah. So isolated means something that doesn't have connections. Herman, can you reword his question for him? Herman?
Sorry. What does mean isolated?
Really close.
Isolated mean?
Yeah. What does isolated
mean?
Yeah. And can you ask that question one more time? I'm not sure whose question it was. Okay, maybe not. So yeah, whoever asked the question, we would say, what does isolated mean? Instead of saying, what means isolated? What does isolated mean? All right, any other questions?
Yes, what's meaning home? Home or home homogenizing?
Homogenizing.
Homogenizing.
So homogenizing. Can you repeat that, Yusuf? Homogenizing. Yusuf? Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Can you repeat homogenizing?
Yes. Homogenizing.
Yeah. Okay. And who knows what homogenizing means?
It's it's something that makes the different things, how to say, turn the different things into something over the same consistency. Can we say so? For example, homogenizing effect of globalization. So the various countries are becoming something just like the same.
Yeah, exactly. The homogenizing effect of globalization is pernicious to maintaining cultures. Yeah, just perfect. So something that makes different things into something that's the same thing. Yeah, it's a really good definition. Any other questions here?
What does a soulful mean?
What does soulful mean?
Mm-hmm.
Where is soulful?
The
Sorry.
first phrase.
Soulful?
First one. I think.
Oh, yeah. So does anybody know what soulful means? So anything that we'd have like full, it's pretty much like full of soul.
Full with emotions, yeah.
Yeah, so full of soul would be like passionate, like
Passionate.
distinct culturally. Yeah, so maybe, do you know what soul music is, Giulietta?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's something that like is really deep and profound in a person. So if you've got like a soulful person, they're not surface. There's more to them than that. And so a soulful island home will be like an island home that has a lot of soul, that is distinct and different and also not like surface oriented, maybe. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Sentimental?
Sentimental,
Yeah.
I mean, sort of, to some extent. Less so when we're talking about an island. We're talking more about like deep and more profound and not exactly sentimental.
Okay, I have understood.
Okay.
Okay. It expressed the soul of Napoleon. Okay.
It doesn't express the soul of Napoleon either. So this is possessive. So it's the soulful home where Napoleon was raised, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
So he would take possession of the soulful island home, which doesn't really have anything to do with him. So they're not saying it's like influenced by him much as it was where he was raised.
Okay.
Okay. Do you kind of understand?
I think, yes.
Okay. And any other questions here? Does anybody else have any other questions? Okay. And let's have this. I'm actually not sure where we left off. I think Anna read the last paragraph, so let's actually have Carlos. Can you read the title and this part right here?
Okay. Tourism. Tourism. Talk about the pros and cons of mass tourism and the effects it has or might have on local communities and the environment. Use the pictures for examples.
Good. Okay. And that sounded good. Can you start us off, Carlos? And, maybe begin to talk about some of the positives or negatives?
Okay. Well, we could.
Sorry? Carlos, are you there? All right, maybe let's have Yusuf. Can you start us out? Talk about some of the positives or negatives of mass tourism. Sorry. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes,
I can
yes.
hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, I can hear you.
And so, Yusuf, yeah,
Yes.
can you talk about the positives and the negatives, the pros and cons of mass tourism?
Mhm. Question. I don't know I don't understand the question exactly to answer.
Okay. Who can start us out with an example?
Yes.
Okay. let me start. For example, I'd like to say that now, because the Chinese have already got richer, the tourism inside and outside China is flourishing in China. Is flourishing here, let's say so. And there are a lot of tourists in many historical sites just all around the Asia. I think there are some pros, surely. When people go abroad, then they have a chance, yeah, to see the life of people different with them. It's very good, how to say, for their tolerance. And they also can have much more experience in their life, and they can have perhaps a better understanding of their own lives. But surely, if you go, for example, to some historical sites, the mass tourism has some disadvantages. For example, it can bring damage to historical sites. For example, several months ago, there was news that some of Chinese tourists in Egypt just put his signature on one of pyramids.
Wow,
Something like
that's pretty ignorant.
yes, John came here, something like that. Yeah, and for example, when in China, when Chinese have some holidays, state holidays, I try not to go out because there are a huge amount of people, and there is a Disneyland in Hong Kong, and a friend of mine told me that when they go there for a Chinese New Year, they spend most of the time just waiting in queues and not just having fun with their children. So in China, because of a large population, one more problem is that there are too many people, and facilities just are not developed enough. Perhaps
Okay.
that's all that I wanted to say.
Yeah, so that was a lot. That was good though. Nice grammar. And so, Joseph, does that help? Talk about like the pros and cons, like the good things and the bad things of mass tourism. Can you think of any other good things
teacher.
and bad
I
things?
think yes. I think I can say the good things of mass tourism. They will refresh the economy in that place, and I think they will refresh the place itself. Yes, we can maybe the disadvantage will the place is what it will be so crowd. The citizen it will reflect of about the traffic and I think you can say the roads will be crowded. And the good thing with the experience change and the culture exchange with the tourism from outside.
Okay, so another good thing is that there will be an exchange from outside cultures.
Yes, cultures.
Yeah, I think that was well done. Maybe Vitaly, can you think of any other good things or bad things? Any pros or cons?
I nope. It's all good in all way.
It's all good.
It's all good.
Okay. Okay. So mass tourism is just only good?
Of course not. Of course
Of
it's
course
not
not.
good. But I cannot say anything about tourism.
Okay. All right. Um, good. Did a good job though. At least good grammar.
Come on.
All right. Sorry.
No, no.
Okay. And does anybody have any questions on this page?
No, only I want to say that the small village of the coast live with tourists in summer is a great advantage for them.
So small villagers on the coast only have to deal with tourism during the summer?
In my region, in different small village that are in the coast live with tourists in summer because all people who go on holiday on the beach it get a lot of money. These villages are normally with people who are fishermen. They earn a few money. They hire their house to tourists, and they get a lot of money in summer.
Okay. Yeah, so like in small fishing villages, tourists will bring in a lot of money during the summer, like especially for like fishermen's families, they'll house the tourists who will
Yes.
bring them a lot of money. Yeah, that's good.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, really good one. Any other questions or comments on this page? Okay. Let's get that for now. Alright, and maybe let's have Miguel. Or sorry, Vitali, can you ask Miguel the first question?
Okay. Question first. What is the best thing, most interesting, luckiest, most fun that has ever happened to you on a trip?
Well, the most fun thing that had ever happened in a trip is um, 2 years ago. Yes, 2 years ago, I was in Atlanta, um, where we get out the city. One police officer stopped us. I was with my family. Well, he answered to um, something, and to the end, he answered us, "Do you like Hugo Chavez?" It, it's very funny for us because we are so long to our country and the people answer about our president.
I'm not sure. I'm losing your connection, Miguel.
Do you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so he asked us something, and then he asked us if we liked Hugo Chavez. It was so
Yes,
funny because why?
because we are so long of our country. Um, we don't think that the people can answer about him.
I'm not sure what you mean to say. I'm sorry. If there's a way that you could maybe explain in Spanish really quickly, or it was so funny because, or maybe try again in English. We were so far away from our country.
Well, a moment. Let me remember. Uh, mm,
Um,
ah, we are far.
maybe we were.
We was.
We were.
Yes,
Y
we were far.
Miguel, si me podría explicar en español solamente para que te pueda ayudar con traducirlo.
Ok, estábamos muy lejos de nuestro país y no pensamos que nos fueran a preguntar eso.
Okay, yeah, so that's pretty much, you're close, really close. So it was funny because we were so far away from our country, we didn't think anyone would ask us that. Or would ask us something like that. Can you read that one more time?
Well, the most fun thing that
Just the last one.
was funny because we were so far from our country, we didn't think anyone would ask us something like that.
Yeah, okay, good. Nice job, Miguel. Alright, and Miguel, can you ask Julieta the last question?
Yes. What is the worst thing, scariest, most unlucky that has ever happened to you on a trip?
Okay, so I was going to a concert that was in another town, and I was in a car with a friend, and we have been stopped by the police, and so they stopped us, and they had to wait for 1 hour, and so we lost the concert.
Oh man, we missed
We missed.
the concert. Okay, article? I was going to a concert.
To
Is there another
a
town?
concert?
Yeah, that sounds awful. What was the concert? Who was playing?
Many artists.
Okay, so maybe it was like a festival?
Yes, kind of, but it was a concert.
Okay, interesting. That's a really shame that you missed it. But, okay. And, alright, I think we're just about good. Does anybody have any last questions or comments before we finish up class? Okay, well, thank you guys for coming in. I do have another class right after this. If you want to join, I'd love to have you guys. But if not, have a really good day.
Thank you.
Join,
Thank
thanks.
you. Goodbye.